Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to cover inZOI and the latest post that they have made regarding the requirements of the game. This has been, without a doubt, the biggest talking point I've seen of this game, at least in my comment section. I've seen so many people talk about how they have been just gated out of playing the game based on the system requirements, and this was naturally going to happen when I was initially looking into this game. I knew that it was going to be big and have a lot of attention. Not to give myself the old pat on the back, but you can dig up videos that I uploaded months and months ago, and I'm sure people were calling it when this game was just announced, but it was very clear to see that if this game was going to develop and it was going to actually turn out to be something compelling, it was going to be one of the biggest game releases of whatever year it came out in, just because that idea of something Sims-like. I get that some people are so abhorrently against the Sims comparison, but that's going to be the natural comparison. With these incredible visuals, a market that desperately needs some competition, it was just going to naturally gain a lot of traction. However, there is the idea of Sims being accessible to anyone with even a toaster PC, versus inZOI needing what some are calling a NASA PC. You don't really need a NASA PC, but you definitely need something better than the old laptop you use to check emails and do some printing every now and again on. You need something a little bit beefier than that, and inZOI and the development team is very much aware of that, so they've put out a post, tips on the optimal settings for the best experience. We'll talk about that and guidance on system requirements using smartZOI as well. Alright, so first of all, optimal settings for the best experience. Hello creators, to accommodate a wide range of PC specifications and playstyles, we've prepared two recommended settings options. One prioritizes smooth performance with reduced system load, while the other delivers the high graphical fidelity for a more immersive experience. We're gonna go over both of these. Just keep in mind that PC system specifications and the settings you utilize, it is a wide spectrum that goes far beyond just two tiers or two setting configurations. What is really going to happen is, I believe inZOI is going to be unleashed to the masses, and that's when a lot of people are going to dissect the game and be able to figure out what works best for each individual system, depending on what graphics cards you have, etc, etc. And also, let me reiterate, this is a game going into early access. If you think that you'll have the magic setting or even the magic video card that you can buy and suddenly this game is going to work really well, that is just not going to be the case. I genuinely believe even people with a RTX 4090 or a 5090, which is, you know, I get that a lot of casual consumers are watching these videos, those are the highest end video cards on the market. Even those video cards, while they're gonna run better than lower end video cards, those video cards are gonna have problems. This game is absolutely gonna be rough around the edges when it drops, and that's just the reality when you're launching a game in early access. But for better performance and prioritizing frame rate, prioritizes uninterrupted gameplay and faster simulations, reducing system load for higher FPS. Resolution, lowering resolution significantly reduces GPU load. Choose one of the following to reduce the strain caused by high resolution. Lowering a resolution's scale reduces GPU load similarly to reducing the resolution itself. Setting DLSS, FSR, XeSS to ultra performance or performance can greatly boost frame rates. That is the AI upscaling technology that is baked into a lot of video cards. It's great technology, and that will help the game look better, but at the same time improve performance. May add a little bit of blurriness. A lot of people are against the AI upscaling, AI pixels as people would say, but it is what it is. Dynamic resolution lets the system automatically lower resolution to maintain a stable FPS. So if your system detects that the game is running a little poorly, it'll auto lower the resolution and try to get the frame rate up that way. Graphics, setting the preset to very low or low can greatly increase frame rates, but reduces texture and visual effect quality. Reducing shader quality, background detail quality, and shadow quality especially helps improve performance. So you'll have the setting, the global setting, that's your very low or low, and that's gonna tackle everything. And then you can, again, tackle the individual settings as well, such as shader quality, background detail quality, shadow quality, so on and so forth. And people are probably going to figure out the configuration that lets the game look pretty decent but also get you best performance. It's probably going to be something outside of just setting the game, toggling it to very low or low. Ray tracing is available in the game. Ray tracing is one of the more intensive features in PC gaming entirely. Disabling ray tracing cuts down on GPU load from lighting calculations, raising FPS. Switching ray tracing target to fallback mesh can yield a big performance gain, though high-end systems may crash. Storage and memory, please. It is the year 2025. I know some of you guys might be just absolute animals and try to run this game on like a hard drive. Please install this game on an SSD. If you're on an older laptop with a hard drive, guess what? You're probably not running this game anyway, so you're looking at upgrading or something to that effect. Installing the game on an SSD lowers the strain from texture streaming and map loading, enhancing overall performance, and increasing system memory or virtual memory can also alleviate FPS drops caused by insufficient resources as well. Better graphics focuses on sharper and more detailed visuals, but at higher system cost. And then this is for those of you with higher end PCs. I would not be running this if you're only meeting the system requirements, and the minimum side of things is an RTX 2060, which is still a decent GPU, but at the end of the day, like, yo, that's minimum. Focuses on sharper and more detailed visuals. Resolution, higher resolution offers more detailed graphics. Choose from these approaches to enhance resolution. Again, increasing resolution scale brings the display closer to your monitor's native resolution. If you're playing on a monitor, chances are, like, most people still have a 1080p monitor to this day. The higher end PCs, you know, people are looking to run these games at 4K, but if you look at the stats, I believe 1080p is still the most popular display type. So at 1080p, the game is going to be easier to run than for those of us that are running like a 4K monitor or even a 1440p monitor. If you're at a 1080p display, or, you know, some people are still running that 1600 by 900, you know, no shame on that, but it is what it is. If you're running at a lower resolution, you're going to have a much easier time running this game than, let's say, somebody playing at 4K or 1440p, but the game, obviously, at 4K is going to look much better. You can also set DLSS, FSR, and XeSS, the AI upscaling, to quality or off, preserves detail near the original resolution. DLSS has always been, in my experience, a pretty big performance boost. Like, frame generation, that's another AI technology, is still memes at this point. It's impressive technology. It's just very rough around the edges and has literally broken games at times for me. But as far as DLSS goes, it has had a very, very solid turnout, and it's at a pretty good state right now, so I would utilize DLSS for sure, even if you have a higher end PC. Dynamic resolution helps maintain visuals near that native resolution. Then as far as graphics, selecting higher ultra in the presets improves texture, lighting, and shader quality for even more realistic visuals. Set shader quality, background detail quality, and shadow quality to their highest. And then again, they talk about ray tracing. Enabling ray tracing greatly enhances reflections and shadows. And then storage and memory. Installing on an SSD accelerates texture streaming and map loading, allowing smoother play even on high settings. So all of that is the general information. It's very basic to those of you that have been around PC gaming for a while and know what all of these settings are. But as I've noticed from my comment section and just the stats that my videos have been pulling as far as this game is concerned, it's obviously going to be targeting a more casual audience. I mean, there are people that are commenting on my videos that clearly have no idea about, you know, specific system requirements and things of that nature, and no slight to you whatsoever. If inZOI is the game that's gonna bring you into doing more high-end PC gaming, by all means, and not everybody's gonna have the desire to know what an RTX 4060 or a 5060 is. It's you know, information that not everybody needs to know. A lot of people just want to play inZOI at a decent performance, decent settings, but at the end of the day, you are going to need a good PC as far as that's concerned. But that'll be doing it for me. Again, when it comes to actually getting the best settings and the best performance possible, while the developers are going to have their outline as far as what to do to get the best settings and performance, and again, this is just general information that most people that are well-versed in PC gaming can figure out. Like, yeah, lower your graphics settings and you'll get better performance, and there are specific settings that are going to really, really hamper performance. But this is a game that's in early access, and when a game is in early access, it really needs to be unleashed to the masses, so you can see people running this game on a wide variety of machines and a wide variety of configurations, and then people are going to naturally come to a conclusion on, you know, how to get a healthy balance depending on what kind of rig you have. Like PCs, there's such a wide array of different configurations that certain settings just break games entirely or improve performance entirely. For example, Assassin's Creed Shadows just came out, and I did another video talking about it, but I have a pretty nice PC, but there's a setting called frame generation, which is an AI performance boost, and I turned that on for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and a lot of people had this issue. That setting for that game legitimately broke the entire game for me, and it wasn't an instance of that game would just shut down. That setting being enabled on Assassin's Creed Shadows literally blue screened my PC and shut down my entire PC. And that was a game that wasn't in early access, mind you. That was the full release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and you can look up frame generation breaking the game Assassin's Creed Shadows, and you'll find Reddit threads of people complaining about the same thing. Like, PC gaming is a crapshoot. It's one thing when you're working with a game like Sims that a literal toaster can run. When you're looking at the higher end of things, especially, let me reiterate, a game that is going into early access, you're playing Russian roulette at times. Like, literally, when it comes to a game running on your PC, you're playing Russian roulette a lot of the times when it comes to brand new releases on their 1.0 release. But an early access game that's intensive from a system requirements, take that up tenfold as far as how much you're playing Russian roulette, as far as whether or not the game is going to be able to run. Obviously, saying that is a little bit of an extreme description for inZOI and system requirements, but you get the idea. But do remember that you can take advantage of Steam refunds if you buy the game and the game isn't running up to par. You have a 2-hour window of playtime, not 2 hours of owning the game. You could own the game for up to 2 weeks, but you have to have less than 2 hours of playtime, and if the game isn't running up to par, you can ask for a refund. You'll get your $40 back, which is going to be the early access price. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, this was on their official page, so I thought I would go over it. But let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.